Good morning. It is the end of February and I am on the Mountain Loop Highway. And today I am going to be hiking to Big 4 ice caves. It is winter. I'm doing the winter route on this thing and it is in the teens. It is absolutely freezing. And Big 4 ice caves is a trail I've done. However, the winter route is different because they close the Mountain Loop Highway at a certain milepost. So it is longer. And also, this route, I want to add at the beginning, this route does contain avalanche danger because Big 4 Mountain is a massive avalanche hazard in the winter. So it's important to be educated on avalanche safety and to keep a significant distance from the steep slopes of the mountain, which I'll be showing. I just wanted to make sure to include that at the beginning of the video, but I am here. It is freezing, but it is also crystal clear out, so it's going to be amazing views of these mountains. But yeah, everything's covered in snow. We got glowing mountains behind me. This is going to be beautiful. Oh, and I forgot to add, it's roughly 6.5 miles round trip instead of the 2 miles round trip that it normally is for the winter route. Not a ton of additional gain because most of it is following the road, but longer, like 3 times as long. So should be a good workout. Most of this is actually just walking along the Mountain Loop Highway past the point where they plow the road, and this is going to be really cool going both there and back in terms of views, because like going back you get a completely different view of the mountains, and oh my god, it is cold. It is extremely cold. I'm definitely looking forward to when the sun actually starts hitting the road here, because oh my gosh. Whew, it is brisk. This is probably the coldest day I've been out in a while, so keeping the pace pretty fast to stay warm. But this is kind of surreal having this to myself, and ooh, get a glimpse that mountain there. You can barely see it. Big 4. That's where I'm going. It looks like it's very covered in snow, which is the goal, so yay! So there it is. There's Big 4 behind the trees, and oh my god, the sun is coming up over the top of this. Oh my goodness, look! Holy cow, the sunrise on camera just coming up over the top of that mountain. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful! Oh my god, that feels amazing. It just got instantly warmer. Just saw the sun crest over the top of that ridge, and it feels so good. I can't believe I just had the camera out just like right in the minute while that was happening. Oh my gosh, beautiful. and it made all the snow start twinkling, and I got views of the mountain. It's just gonna get better from here, but oh man, now I've got a additional source of warmth. Oh, the sun. This is absolutely a winter wonderland. Oh my goodness. I'm actually gonna have to get my sunglasses out soon, but yes! There it is. Big Four Mountain. And you can see why the whole mountain is basically a giant avalanche hazard, but oh man. This means I am less than a mile from the start of the actual Big Four trail. And I'll see how far I can go. It really depends on if someone's broken trail and how deep the snow is and everything. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm definitely gonna get to the picnic area and the viewpoint, but this is already, oh my God. This is what I wanted to see, is Big Four Mountain just covered in snow. That's what I wanted. So, I made it to the Big Four picnic area, which is where the actual trail starts, but I mean, you can see the view of the mountain just from here is spectacular. Oh my gosh, it is just covered. Might see an avalanche. It's mid to low avy danger today, so I'm not sure if that's going to happen, which is probably for the best, but if we're going to see one, it would be on this mountain. So here are two Stellar's jays. They are kind of our Pacific Northwest blue jay. Got these pretty blue bodies and these black crested heads. And much like the gray jays we have in the mountains, they are beggars for trail snacks. And we do not feed them, but they are very cute. This is I'm gonna finish the trail. I'm gonna take the rest of the trail, but like it is surreal being here alone, surrounded by these snowy peaks. Just so floored. And Big Four is just such a cool looking mountain. Like, look at that face. It's really incredible looking. Holy cow. I'm gonna get back on the trail, but had to stop and enjoy this view, and I'll get it again on the way back. But the mountain is so blue, like it's almost the color of the sky above it. If you saw my video on Big 4 ice caves that I made over this summer, you will know that we had to ford the river because the bridge was out. Well, guess what? They repaired the bridge, and so now that's one of the reasons I get to do this in the winter, so you can safely cross the river to get closer in the winter again. So the bridge is repaired. I really didn't think that that was going to happen this year, but it did. So because obviously you can't cross a freezing cold river in the winter like that, or you could just wade across in the summer, but yay! Now I'm really almost to the caves. Well, it's really the glacier. All right, well, I have reached my turnaround point for the Big 4. The trail continues a little ways. It goes to like those boulders over there, but the trail hasn't been broken, and I think just erring on the side of staying further away than getting closer is definitely the right call anyway. I haven't heard any cracking or anything or seen any really concerning signs from the mountain, but with one this steep and stuff, you never know. We've been having a lot of slab avalanches trigger in the mountains over the last couple of days. But from the looks of things, you can definitely see in some of these slopes up here, a bunch have already triggered, probably over the last couple of days when Avi danger was higher. But this is the Big 4. Big 4 mountain, and then that right there, you can't tell, that's the Big 4 ice caves, and that is actually the lowest elevation glacier in the United States outside of Alaska. And this is the reason why, because in the winter, this massive mountain is just keeping this whole area in shade, and so it prevents the snow and ice from melting. And there used to be a much larger glacier here, but due to, you know, a lot of climate factors, it's not quite as big anymore. But in the summer, it melts out and makes caves, which are very dangerous. But I think it's kind of cool to see it in, you know, I guess it's more natural state, you know, as a snow-covered glacier that it is. Some people argue about if it's still a glacier or if it's a glacial fragment or an ice field and stuff because it's gotten so small. But, you know, as long as it still has the title for now, so gonna go with that. But I'm gonna take some pictures and shoot some footage and then turn around, and we'll see if I see an avalanche. I'm kind of hoping I don't this close though. Heading back from Big 4, had that gorgeous view all to myself, and check something off the list that I've wanted to do for a long time, and that is to see this mountain in its winter glory, just covered in snow. And it is way cooler than it looks in the summer, I think, in the snow. You know, it's way more dangerous in the winter, but oh boy, if you get the conditions right and know your snow safety and are prepared, you can definitely get a good look, and you can safely see it from the picnic area as well, without getting too close to the mountain. So gonna head back, and the way back is gonna be awesome because going back on the Mountain Loop Highway, you get a completely different look at the mountains. So you're gonna get a lot of gorgeous shots of all these peaks on the way back with some of this sun on them finally. Sorry, I know that's not the most scenic thing, but it's kind of weird walking past a 45 miles per hour sign on a snowy road. I actually am finding the road walk portion of this very eerie and kind of serene. It's like kind of feels like I'm not supposed to be here, but it's kind of a weird feeling, but I like it. It's pretty cool. Getting back, but I just thought that was funny, just casually walking past a 45 mile per hour sign on a snowy road. Well, I made it back to the car, and I'm gonna make this wrap up quick because it is cold in my car and I want to get the heater turned on. But wow, that was amazing. I have been wanting to see that, like I said, for a long time, and I was very patient with the winter conditions, waiting for a beautiful clear day, low avalanche danger, and just a day that I could also come, and the weather couldn't have been more perfect. It was bitterly cold, but absolutely worth it, and the views of the mountains were everything I had hoped they would be, for sure. Oh my gosh, absolutely gorgeous. A couple of tips. I will say, because it's winter hiking, conditions can vary vastly. Like, sometimes you'll come and the road isn't plowed completely. Sometimes you will be post-holing through several inches of snow. Like, sometimes this is a snowshoe, sometimes this is a cross-country ski, sometimes it's nice and compact. And just remember that in the winter, it's especially important to check trip reports and avalanche reports. And if you're not comfortable assessing snow conditions or avalanche conditions, or you don't know anything about that, do not approach the mountain. It is a very dangerous mountain. However, this is safe to do if you just take it to the picnic area. You get that awesome view of the mountains, and there is no avalanche danger that you have to worry about. In fact, it might be cool to sit at the picnic tables on a day when you might see one and see if there are some avalanches. But amazing. Through and through, I think this is fantastic as a winter one. Just make sure you assess your winter skill level and the conditions, because that is crucial out here in the winter. This was the perfect hike to close out February. This was my last hike of February, I think. And I'm looking forward to March because I got a lot to do this year. A lot of mountains to see, a lot of places to go, but this is a good way to close out February. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and here are my favorite pictures from the trail today. Enjoy.